Over the years, we've seen choppers take off, the rise of sport bikes, and now in recent days, the rising market of naked and adventure bikes. But has the sport of motorcycling been declining in recent years? Today, we're going to dive into a report of the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety they posted back in June 2023. So the report of the IIHS has a record of motorcycles between 2002 and 2023. The information in it shows various aspects and finds from the report which they did show. One finding they found was that between the life of 2002 and 2023, the number of registered motorcycles have actually doubled from 4.3 to 8.8 million. With that large increase, about half the bikes registered were at least 14 years old, meaning they were about a 2010 model and older. Does that mean the will to buy not only a new bike but something newer has fallen off? Well, with this report, it actually showed the most popular classes were cruisers and touring, being at 38.2% and 23.5% in 2023, respectively. Looking at the data as well, there has been a decline in the cruiser line from 47.5% originally in 2002. However, you've seen an increase in tourings from 14.4% to 23.5%, and a large increase in the unclad sports, such as a naked bike, from 0.8% to 3.8%. We've also seen then a large decrease in the standard, sport, and super sport categories from 2002 to 2023. This is starting to lead towards the downward trend of sport bikes in general, and the current manufacturers show this. In recent years, we've now seen the Yamaha R6 and the R1 starting to be discontinued in some places or everywhere, as well as now having the last year of the Ducati Panigale V2. Now, not a complete replacement, but the Yamaha R1 somewhat battles this, but who knows how long this trend will last. Motorcycle manufacturers make a lot of their revenue from new units, but with half the registered bikes being 14 years old at least, this is leading to a lot of manufacturers starting to back up a bit from the sport category. With that, we saw, again, the unclad or naked class of bikes go from 0.8 to 3.8%. This sharp increase can be seen even with the likes and popularity of the Yamaha MT-07 and MT-09. Also, thanks Yamaha for having your model show this quite easily. Now, the next 10 years, 5 years even, will say a lot of the trends we see here. With the increase of cruiser and touring models lately, we would expect brands like Honda, BMW, Indian, as well as Harley-Davidson taking that increase on. As of now, yes, Harley-Davidson quarterlies are down. Only the future holds what will actually happen overall. Now, focusing on the numbers of the total number of registered motorcycles in the US over 2002 and 2023, overall, as previously stated, is on an increasing trend, but I want to look into trends from a few years in between. This part I actually found very interesting. Now, in 2002, there were around 4.3 million motorcycles. However, that number actually nearly doubled by 2010. In 8 years, we went from 4.3 million to 8.1 million bikes. Looking at these numbers in 2002 and 2023 shows something promising, but looking it up close, it shows something scarier for the sport overall. From that 8.1 million motorcycles in 2010, the number of bikes actually declined each year until 2014, where there was finally an increase. From there, we would only see small increases and some decreases until 2019, where we started to see a steady incline of bikes from 8.5 million to nearly 8.8. With all of this data, we've seen a sharp decline in the change in the amount of bikes in the US, but since 2019, we've started to see the increase, which is promising. This may start to force manufacturers to make new and improved products, but for less than expected to help drive sales. Clear example of this, thanks again Yamaha, is the new YZF R9. Despite a bike with a 890cc engine, only 430 pounds, as well as a huge tech package, it's only $12,499 MSRP. Even Harley-Davidson with the new Street Glide and Road Glide saw price decreases with their features overall from around a $28,000 for a special of one of those bikes to now $26,000 for a bike that is just like a special or better. We're seeing a trend of motorcycle manufacturers testing out new and different ways to drive the market to drive sales back up. But given the age of the bikes registered, we see a lot of people either holding on to that older bike or actually just selling it and someone else taking hold of it. Perhaps this is the start of the dying sport, with those who started riding in their prime of around 2010 getting older and now maybe getting out of the sport. Again, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Is the sport of motorcycles dying? Are bike companies doing enough for the consumers, or what more actually needs to be done? Appreciate you staying by. Feel free to subscribe for more things like this as well. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next one.